In ancient times, Milan produced a steamed bun and somehow traded it for the most beautiful bride. But Amy had caught a severe cold and was near death. Bringing her home would only be a burden. Everyone avoided her like the plague. Even the slave traders deemed her unlucky and kicked her viciously with a fierce expression. At the critical moment, Milan stepped in to rescue the damsel in distress. Little did he know he'd accidentally activated a dual-world portal system. Whenever Amy's positive emotion value reached 100, she could traverse both ancient and modern worlds. And for every additional bride, there'd be extra mysterious rewards. Seeing such a windfall, Milan didn't hesitate. He pulled a white steamed bun from his bosom to trade for a bride. Everyone watching drooled with envy. The trafficker, fearing Milan might change his mind, snatched the bun, took a bite, and declared Amy his. Take her now. Don't let her die on the road. He urged Milan to hurry. Milan thought, this is great. One bun bought him a wife and activated the system. But to the villagers, his actions looked like madness. To this, Milan silently carried his sickly bride back home. Seeing her body was utterly emaciated, he took the last steamed bun from his embrace and made it into a porridge, urging Amy to eat something. Amy still couldn't believe it was for her. Milan confirmed it was indeed for her to eat. Amy tasted a spoonful and instantly burst into tears. Ever since her family's decline and her enslavement, she'd survived on rotten vegetable scraps fit only for pigs. It had been ages since she'd tasted anything this delicious. At that moment, the system detected a surge of profound gratitude within Amy, triggering the dual gate to grant 100 points of positive emotional value. Determined to keep his newly acquired wife alive, Milan used the dual gate to return to the modern world. He hastily packed his family's medical kit and daily necessities, rushing back with urgent haste. Seeing Amy delirious with fever, he administered fever-reducing medicine from the box. By morning, her gravely ill body had recovered 70%. Before he could grasp what had happened, Milan approached carrying a bowl of shredded pork soup. Amy instantly wept with overwhelming emotion. Simultaneously, the system alerted again. Amy's happiness had surged to peak levels. She was rewarded 20 emotion points. Only then did Milan realize different events could trigger varying emotional responses in her. He immediately asked Amy to wait a moment. With that, Milan handed her a thermal undershirt from the box. Amy stared in astonishment at the garment in her hands, softer than Jiangnan silk. Sure enough, the next second, Milan received a notification of 30 emotion points credited to his account. To achieve his goal of striking it rich as soon as possible, he set his sights on the glass bottle beside it. The next day, he brought the items to the pawn shop. The owner knew full well that Milan was notorious as the poorest man for miles around, and didn't believe he could offer anything valuable. However, when he heard Milan say that the items in his hands were so rare even the nobles in the palace didn't use them, the owner instantly perked up. He proposed making a bet instead. If the item proved inferior, Milan must kowtow in apology and work for free in the shop. Milan countered, asking what if he lost. The pawnbroker declared that if he lost, he would buy Milan's item at the highest price and gift Milan every treasure in his shop. Hearing this, Milan immediately agreed. When he produced the glass bottle, everyone present was stunned. Some even exclaimed, this must be the legendary tribute glassware. By now, the outcome of the bet was obvious. With tears in his eyes, the shopkeeper bought the item for 500 taels as Milan had stated. Then he watched as Milan took the shop's prized treasure from the table. Just as Milan was about to carry his goods home, he suddenly recalled Amy's desperate plea from last night, hoping he could rescue her sister too. To reunite the sisters sooner, Milano decided to return to the modern world first to buy some self-defense gear. He also sold the items he'd brought back to his antique shop-owning brother, effortlessly earning 3 million yuan. He then purchased a full set of self-defense equipment. With everything prepared, Milano returned to the ancient era and found the slave trader from yesterday, with real gold and silver in hand. Things went much smoother. Without lifting a finger, he was introduced to Amy's sister, Mia. He explained Mia was being rescued at her sister's request. Mia curiously asked if Milan was her brother-in-law. After redeeming her, Milan bought 200 pounds of grain in town and generously purchased 10 cotton quilts. Little did he know, his wife back home had already caught the eye of the rogue Sean. Amy grabbed a stool and fought back fiercely, but the disparity in strength was too great. She quickly found herself at a disadvantage. As the rogue closed in relentlessly, she picked up a pair of scissors from the ground, determined to fight to the death. Fortunately, Milan finally returned just then. He angrily ordered Sean to stop, and Amy saw hope of rescue.